roughly 1 million businesses go out of business each year. Was it just that the competitor was better at marketing and sales techniques? Maybe. Or could it have been customer service? Think about your top 5 reasons for returning to a business. Are you drawn back because they're convenient? Or are you likely to head somewhere less convenient for a different experience? Anything else? Take a couple of seconds to think about your experiences and write down what impacts you to return somewhere. Now, think about those places you never plan to return to. If you find yourself saying, I am never going back there again, what are your reasons why? What types of things push you from returning customer to I'm never going back there? Can you think of a time where you didn't get the answer you wanted, but even so you understood why, felt valued, and heard? As an overview to our customer service training, let's take a look at some things that matter the most. Let's check out what most customers are looking for in an interaction, no matter what the outcome is. And that's the most important concept to remember. Generally, it's not the outcome that matters the most to them. It's how you handle the interaction. Think again about the 5 reasons you return to a business over and over. Most likely, they are that they're fast, they have superior quality, they're user-friendly, cheap, they have a luxury item, or they have amazing customer service. And even if most of the above don't apply, you can always excel at customer service. Believe it or not, the number 1 reason customers don't return is poor customer service. So what is poor customer service? Does good customer service mean the customer is always right? Does it mean bend over backwards, change your policy, and break the rules? Does it mean giving them what they want to save a sale or keep them coming back? No. Rules and policies are in place for a reason. It may be safety or sometimes protecting the bottom line. Sometimes you can bend the rules if given the power to do so, but remember the customer isn't always right. Not conforming to what they want is not necessarily poor customer service. Communication of news they don't want to hear can be successfully handled if done properly. Poor customer service is normally the result of a lack of training or experience. For most people, it takes time to train yourself to walk the line between accommodating, compromise, and frustration. We'll talk about some job cues to point you in the right direction, role play, and mental practice to gain comfort and confidence when dealing with even the most difficult customer. Just from this overview video, you should see value in beginning to practice and preparing for customer service interactions. If you have a minute as you walk out to meet a customer, realize that the 30 seconds you take to think through how the interaction might go and your mindset as you approach the customer will make a significant difference in the outcome. Great customer service is made up of only a couple of components. Most importantly, the customer wants to be heard, be understood, and be cared for, regardless of your response to their problem or situation. If they feel heard, understood, and cared for, they will normally leave with a positive feeling and return or recommend others. Customer service starts with your engagement during that initial contact. Smile. Even on the phone, they can hear your smile. Eye contact. When you meet them in person, look at them in the eye. It shows you're ready to engage and help. Comment. Start with a friendly, casual conversation. For some, this can be hard, but being welcoming and real. Listen. Everyone wants to be heard and understood. Even if you can't reach the person you need to or weren't able to give them what they're asking for, actively listening so they feel that you heard them and showing empathy and understanding make it more likely that they will accept your suggestion or your reasonable solution. Take ownership. There is nothing worse than hearing, well, that's our policy. Or, my hands are tied. Or, everyone has gone home for the day. Take the opportunity to treat the problem like a puzzle and offer an alternative, a next step, or a solution. Do what you say you're going to do. Send that quick email to your team member or call the customer back in a timely fashion, even if it's to say I'm still working on this for you or I haven't forgotten you. Even if the customer doesn't get what they wanted, most of the time they will feel heard and valued. Everyone appreciates a little courtesy, so don't forget your P's and Q's. What would you like to hear if you were in their place? Warn them if you're putting them on hold or transferring them. Offer to call them back if it's going to take a while to get the answer. Then thank them for the patience if it's taking longer than you expected. Build a relationship. Customer service is all about relationships, which can be hard. I was a shy person, I still am at heart. But it's borderline painful to have to spend even 30 seconds with someone and not say a word to them. Try to collect an arsenal of questions and phrases to start a conversation. Customer service is a must, but the companies that win big time win because they create a customer experience environment. That's the difference. The customer experience folks go the extra mile. Think of it this way: service is reactive, experience is proactive. Proactive means focusing on creating a VIP experience. What's a VIP experience? Something memorable, something extra, something special. That just above average experience. In fact, I challenge you to look for opportunities to turn an experience into a VIP moment. Consider the Ritz-Carlton mantra: we are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. At the Ritz, kids were playing floor hockey in the hall. A complaint was called down to the front desk. The front desk not only called the parents, who fully understood the situation, but the Ritz opened a vacant banquet room, set up a game, and some of the staff even joined in. Totally unexpected, very unusual, completely memorable, and now these customers are your best advertisers. Our goal is the VIP experience, but how do we get there? What are the tools and tricks? That's the focus of today's training, to look more deeply at these things and to gather a toolkit to help you gain confidence and experience when dealing with customers, using LAST to put the customer first.